Hello comrades, my name is Patrick Correa. I work for the Metal Workers Federation of CGT here in France. I'm making this video to explain you the situation regarding the coronavirus crisis we are facing. I hope you are all well and safe. You are already probably been aware of the situation here in France that is getting worse and worse every day. We are not far from our Italian and Spanish comrades' situation. We are about 1 week to 10 days behind them. We are entering in our third week of quarantine, which should at least last more 3 weeks. We believe that in fact it will be much more longer. What we can say about the situation is that the government has been slow to take the necessary measures, and there is a big gap between the reality of the announcements and the reality in the companies. Now, for 3 weeks, all schools, universities have been closed. Non-essential activities and places such as restaurants, bars, discotheques, shopping centers, malls have been closed. Only food shops can still be open, and then they must respect some safety rules in their operation. Employees affected by the closure of their company are placed in a short-time work. They will continue to receive 84% of their wages for the duration of their employment. All workers that can telework are obliged to stay home and telework. For the others having kids under 16 at school, they will be paid by the social security system here in France. While the government imposes a very strict confinement of the population, since we can only go out for basic needs, basic necessities, going to run or going to a doctor, in fact, in reality, it supports companies that continue to operate. The CGT is fighting at the national level to ensure that only essential activities can continue to operate and work. What is the point of producing airplanes when airports are deserted or closed? What is the point of producing cars when we can no longer even use them? The most important thing in this crisis is to prevent the virus from spreading and affecting the health and lives of more people. In companies, our delegates are fighting to ensure, while waiting for a decision to close down non-essential activities, the necessary health and safety measures are taken. Unfortunately, in far too many companies, neither the production methods nor the equipment are adapted. No respect of the distance, no masks, no hydroalcoholic gel. We deplore too many workers, comrades, affected by the coronavirus, or some of whom have already died and passed away. The most paradoxical thing about this crisis is that the workers, the blue collar workers, the most poorly paid, the most precarious, who are being sent in the front line to maintain the economy, the content of their health. These workers are essential. In order to reward these courageous workers, but who in reality have no choice, the government has just encouraged the payment of an exceptional bonus of 1,000 euros to each of them. This premium will not be subject to social security contribution and above all will not be compulsory. This same government has just been granted extensive powers by the parliament to fight the pandemic. Although we understand the urgency of the need for exceptional measures, we do not understand the adoption of certain measures such as the possibility to derogate to all working time directives, leave and rest periods. Above all, this crisis highlights the inability of our economies and industries to meet the needs of our population, the lack of masks, hydroalcoholic gel, respirators, oxygen, medicines. The President of the French Republic, Emmanuel Macron, has indicated that it is now necessary to relocate some production in France, but at the same time, some factories that were supposed to meet those needs are about to close, and the government has still not nationalized them while there is a vital health emergency. The government is also working with some employers of a number of companies to be nationalized to help them get through this crisis, like Air France. As I was saying, there are words on one side and action in the other. That could be the summary of our government's policy. As far as CGT is concerned, we only judge the action, and the least we can be said is that they are insufficient and consistent and show content for the lives of the weakest and precarious. Dear comrades, I wish you good health and safety, and take this opportunity to show you the CGT greatest solidarity. Take care.